Hey, welcome back everybody to another video. I guess I was wrong about my prediction with the Lakers and the Lakers and the Nuggets. I knew that Murray was not 100% for sure. He wasn't completely healthy, and I thought that would give the Lakers an advantage to a degree. And but I guess it didn't. I didn't really watch the game, so I really can't comment on it. Because I wake up early to go to work out and stuff like that. So I didn't want to stay up damn near close to 11 o'clock and lose sleep. And I would have been really, really pissed off staying up late to watch the Lakers lose and not getting enough sleep. So I made the mistake of doing that, I think, game one, I believe. And I told myself I'm not going to do that again. But, I mean, it is what it is. Lakers are just so inconsistent. I know that I watched the first quarter or so. I know Hachimura missed wide open threes. They're just not a good team. I mean, there's a reason why they had to squeak in. They're the 7th seed. And there's a reason why Denver Nuggets are the defending champions. And I don't know. But I guess it's time to move on. I guess but that's what we want in playoffs. We don't want teams who don't deserve to be there go. So the better team did win. And it's really going to be a great series to see Denver go against Minnesota. And I believe the winner of that series is essentially going to be the NBA champ. Or may not be. Maybe those two teams have beat each other up so much that some team out of the East will end up prevailing as the champion of the NBA, as the NBA champion. So we never know. So now I can actually be at ease now, because believe it or not, watching these games, I get so emotionally into it because I want, when I'm rooting for a particular team, I'm like really 100% in. But I'm kind of happy that the Lakers are out. They were just too inconsistent all year. I mean, one game they'll give you an amazing effort, and then they lull you in. You start believing, okay, they can do it, and then they just let you back down. And that's the ebb and flow of sports. But consistent teams, for the most part, they don't let you down that often. And if they do get beat, it's because there was an abnormal, above average, unusual effort from the opposing side that brings them down. It's not usually something that's normal for consistent teams to go up and down, because that's why we say they are consistent. They're consistently good. We know that most good teams are consistently good in the second half. Denver, they don't care about what you do to them in the first half. But in the second half, they turn on the switch, similar to the way Golden State used to do it back then during that dynastic run. They would play around with teams in the first half, and all of a sudden in the third quarter, they blow you out of the gym. So Lakers are just, is always if. Whenever a team is not that good, when you have to preface everything you say with if. Well, if AD does this, if Russell, if D'Angelo Russell does this, if Hachimura does this, if Austin Reeves does this, if LeBron, there's too many ifs. When you're talking about good teams, you don't use ifs. You just, that's what they are. The ifs come into play because there's too much inconsistencies. And I'm a huge LeBron James fan, but I'm also objective. Every team that he plays for, there's always some kind of blame going around aside from blaming him. Now, I'm not saying that them losing this series is totally his fault. I really believe that he played hard. I saw him put effort toward the defensive end. I saw him take charges. I saw him get deflections. He really wanted this. I really believe he did. It's just, they just didn't pull it off. But, playing with LeBron, they're going to blame Ham. They're going to blame AD. They're going to try to find somebody to blame. Well, he didn't have enough help. He's LeBron James. He's supposed to get the job done. If you're that great of a player, you get the job done. You make the players around you great. We know Jokic is great. He makes players around him great. And we have to, the same bar that we set for Jokic has to be the same bar, has to be an equivalent bar that we put towards LeBron James as well. We can't keep saying, "Oh, he's year 21, year 21." Well, I don't care how many years he's playing. If he's putting on a jersey and putting on his sneakers and he's out there playing, I'm looking at him like everybody else. I'm looking at him like a star. Until he retires, then he's off the hook. So part of this has to go on LeBron James. Just like people are blaming Durant for getting swept. That's what happens. The stars get all the praise when things go well, and when things don't go well, they have to have a heap or a portion of the blame as well. I'm not saying 100% blame LeBron, but when you're talking about why did they lose, you have to include LeBron in there. He deserves a chunk or a percentage of the blame pie. Yeah, when you have a pie graph, LeBron James deserves to be on there. But I really did think they were going to win this game. And then I also thought they were going to sit Murray, which they didn't. But we'll see how that, that strained calf muscle is going to hold up during the playoffs. Because he's going to need every bit of it against Minnesota. Minnesota's not a slouch. And because Denver beat Lakers, I'm going to be rooting. I don't even care about Minnesota, but I will be rooting for Minnesota. But now watch, the team that I root for is going to all of a sudden start playing out of character. It usually goes that way. You know how sometimes you have a player that plays for the team that you're rooting for, and that player doesn't really play well, and then you start to get upset, and then the team trades the player, and the player goes to another team and starts playing otherworldly. You're like, damn, like, where was this when you were playing with the team that I was rooting for? That's the way I look at Caldwell Pope. Like remember at one stretch when he played for the Lakers, he could not hit a shot to save his soul. Now all of a sudden he goes to Denver. He's I'm not saying he's Michael Porter Jr. by any stretch of the imagination, but man, he's hitting more shots than he ever did with the Lakers. And then when players who do know how to shoot come to the Lakers, they forget how to shoot. I've never understood that. I guess it's the pressure of playing with LeBron James. But anyway, Lakers lost, and now it's time to move on into the playoffs to see how Denver bodes against Minnesota. If you asked me who's going to win that series, I'm going to say Denver due to their experience. Now, barring some unfortunate catastrophic injury to one of the key players for Denver, let's just say Jamal Murray is he's out. He's definitely out because he had some major injury. He tweaked that calf muscle that was already strained, and he made it worse. And he's out for a couple of games. I think that's the only chance Minnesota will have, but Denver's still a good team without Jamal Murray. They can hold their own. But I think the experience factor of Denver is going to play a key role. I see Denver taking this in 6. I don't even think it goes to 7. Unless Ant-Man does something spectacular. And this is the series for Ant-Man to make a name for himself. I really believe so. If you can go all out and put up great numbers and win against the defending champions, Denver Nuggets, that's going to be great. That's going to be great to go on his resume, to say that he accomplished that feat. All right, guys. Thank you guys for indulging me for a couple of minutes here. Just wanted to give my thoughts. I know I came out, I said that Lakers can win, which they could have won. They could have won more than one game. That's what happens when you're not a good team. You lose games that you're supposed to win, and sometimes you luckily win games you're supposed to lose. But I'm glad they're out because now we can stop all the LeBron talk. Because the media loves talking about LeBron so much. Even though I'm a fan, at times it gets overkill. It's like, okay, we get it. All right, thank you guys for listening, and I'll be making another video soon. All right, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. All right, bye.